Children. So today we'll start computer application chapter 1 and the chapter name is revision of Java concept. So this chapter already we have learned in class 9 and here you'll be just briefing on few topics like the first one, what is Java? Okay, so we all know that Java is a programming language. And it follows the architecture known as OOPS. Full form is object oriented programming system. So let me tell you what is OOPS. OOPS is actually an architecture, or you can say it's a paradigms in which programming language run, compile, execute. So before OOPS there was POPS, that is procedure oriented programming system. But this is an old technique which was only used in C programming. After that, in all the programming systems, we follow object-oriented programming systems. So these object-oriented programming systems run on 4 different properties. Okay, the 4 different properties of object-oriented programming are: number 1, encapsulation. So what is encapsulations? Encapsulation means grouping or joining, or even you can say wrapping. So wrapping of data and its code together into a single unit is known as encapsulations. Means whatever properties we write in a programs, maybe the piece of code or maybe the functions, all together when we group or sum up, so that feature is known as encapsulation. Second we have is abstraction. Abstraction means hiding the complexity. See, when we write the programs, we have to write lots of code. Technical terms are used. So many words or keywords are used, which only a technical savvy person can understand. So, what abstraction feature does is, it hides the complexity from the user and only the essential properties are displayed as an interface. Third we have is polymorphism. See, as the name says, polymorphisms. Poly means many, morphism means face. So by these properties of object-oriented programming systems, a function or class can respond to multiple messages. See, when we talk about addition, so it can add with 2 variables, it can add with 3 variables, or maybe 4 or 5. So a single name can execute multiple tasks. So that is known as polymorphisms. Means one name, multiple tasks. And the fourth is known as inheritance. See, inheritance is the process, or you can say it's the properties by which one class can acquire the properties of another class. Okay, like for human beings, we are acquiring the properties or maybe characteristic or behaviors from our ancestors or fathers, from our grandfathers. Same way, when we write a program, we have to write multiple class, and maybe sometime the situation comes where from one class the property we need to acquire and we have to utilize that property in another class. In such a case, we have inheritance features. So object-oriented programming system, or this approach, has the 4 different pillars. Object-oriented programming system stand on the 4 pillars, and it is one of the major properties of object-oriented programming systems. So children, let me tell you that Java is a high-level programming language which has lots of advantages. Like, it is a lightweight programming code. That means we don't have to write too much. We don't have to write like in C programming, we have to write piece of code very long, but here we have to complex, we have to make it short, compress. Okay, and another part, Java is write once, run anywhere. It is platform independent programming language. That means it can be run on any of the machine and it can be written on any other machines. But it is a case sensitive language. That means Java differentiate between capital and small letter. Okay,